A recent study published by a College of Medicine student proved that delta waves can be seen on EKGs in at least 6 instances other than Wolff-Parkinson-White syndrome. When interviewed about this momentous finding, all the student had to say was, "Dr. Fontana better give me back that quarter of a point on my TBL quiz."
The admissions board revolutionized the admissions process by adding current medical students to its committee this year. In a recent interview about this decision, Dr. Batisky stated, "This is a momentous change in the culture of our school that will make the students feel a false sense of importance and hopefully leave me alone."
There was a stir at the College of Medicine about a month ago due to the Med 2 and 3 genitourinary exams. Students were in an absolute frenzy until their fears were assuaged by a blurb in our Physician's Development Manual. I quote, "During these sessions, you will be examining and be examined by fellow students, and thus need to be dressed appropriately. Students will not practice genital examinations on one another."
Recently, there's also been a university-wide push to better emphasize and enforce the sexual relations policy. We all know that students are forbidden from having romantic relationships with professors whose classes they are currently in. Come on, guys, we all know better. This ain't Grey's Anatomy. But I take my final OSCE next week and I call dibs on Dr. Knudsen.
Good luck with that, Shiva. By now, hopefully everyone's had a chance to meet our new dean, Dr. Wiley Chip Shoba. Well, he's agreed to meet with us tonight for a one-on-one interview by satellite that'll hopefully enlighten you on his plans for the College of Medicine.
Thanks for agreeing to meet with us, Dr. Shoba. I am Shuba.
Shuba.
That's right. Shuba.
Shuba.
Dr. Shoba.
You don't have to call me Dr. Shoda. It's so formal. Just call me Chip. Actually, just think of me as one of your peers.
All right, Chip. On that note, you have been very vocal about really getting to know each and every student here at Ohio State College of Medicine. How do you plan on accomplishing this?
I'd love for the students to feel comfortable asking me about anything, from residencies to classes and beyond. I want to be present at every meeting and social event they have.
Okay, but if you're spending so much time with the students, what about your other responsibilities? How about spending time with your family? Isn't that important?
The students are my family.
Oh. Oh. So like, can I have $1,000? Family, giving up the money. Okay, or not.
Was only a figure of speech.
Moving on. Could you tell us a little about your thoughts on how we can better the education of our medical students?
Wait a second, that was my line.
Oh, I'm very sorry.
I don't have an accent. So, how about you explain to us your thoughts on how we can better the education of medical students?
Well, it's actually pretty simple and clear. I want our students to be professional leaders and lead the way in professionalism in a professional manner that only a real leader can do. Professionally, all of you need to incorporate professionalism with your leadership professional goals.
Professional leadership, professionalism, leadership, professionalism.
And that brings us to tonight's word. Take it over, Neil.
Tonight's word is, of course, professionalism. As you all know, Professionalism has become a bit of a buzzword here at the College of Medicine. I, for one, think that it's great for us to be able to summarize the essence of our education in a simple little ism. And given the recent prominence of professionalism in our education, I just wanted to take a little bit of time to talk about some of the policies in our student handbooks that really stress the importance of professional behavior. You're probably well aware that this year, a new internet professionalism standard was put in place to emphasize the importance of professionalism in our day-to-day lives. It's important to remember that internet infractions can take place through many different types of services, such as blogs, photo sharing sites, and instant messaging programs. It's also important that the information you put on the internet represents our school and our profession in a positive light. Because of this, we must remember to not defame the university or the College of Medicine in any publicly viewable space. I saw one when we were studying once. There was also the institution of a new dress code for rotations, mandating that students maintain formal dress and not wear scrubs. Though some may not like this rule, I for one think it's a great idea. After all, what kind of person walks around at work wearing scrubs? Another very common sense part of the dress code is the imperative that proper undergarments be worn at all times while on rotations. And, for the safety of all, heels must be limited at 3 inches. Another new College of Medicine policy is the implementation of regular and surprise talk screens for the students. Now honestly, I think this policy is important, but unnecessary. You're medical students, you shouldn't be doing stupid things like abusing drugs at this point in your lives. I mean, would you want drug abusers with the power to write prescriptions in charge of your life and death decisions? And while we're on the topic, I've been hearing a lot of unprofessional comments regarding the new clustering system that's now in place. But I think this issue has been largely misunderstood. Our students are not given ranks. They're simply placed into clusters, depending on how they perform relative to the performance of the other students in their class. So in the end, you don't have to worry. We're still a non-ranking institution. And for all of your benefit, you should also know that there is a new policy in place about abuse. Unfortunately, we're a little short on time, so I can't fully explain it to you, but you should all read it. It's your professional duty. And now, for your enjoyment, the Beetle Nut Girls.